Okay, so we're gonna try it like this. We're gonna try it like this. I'm on the phone, working without a net. Some reason or another, the internet cut off on the laptop. Now, I post up at this spot that I'm at right now regularly, and that does not happen. I'll be working on videos here. I'll be uploading videos and all that, and for some reason or another, really don't know. All right, let me see. Let me see. Okay, Hiro, you said the as far as the Red Bull jump, that was a test jump. Okay, I get it. I get it. Who's sending me a see? This is the issue. This is the issue right here. I'll get on this thing and then people were sending me text messages for chat requests, games and all that. People was asking me just random questions and things. And how's it sound? Is the audio still good? I appreciate you for hanging out with me and even coming back for this. Just trying to make stuff happen. What's up, Jacob? I see you. Okay, so we're just hanging out. I can't really. Michael, Michael Edmiston, is that you? Yeah, you can get some love. Got love for you. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Jerry B, what's going on? KDL, what's good? Hey, thanks, Iru. All right, cool. Thanks, Iru. Yeah, I'll have to get on that. All right, Dark Cloud Entertainment. Thank you so much. All right, cool. So yeah, I may have to. I don't know. I might have to re-upload that video or something, man. I'm not sure. I don't think vegan's going to be able to join because I'm not entirely sure how to do a send a link to the Hangout from my phone. I don't really know how to do that just yet. Let me mess around. I don't here share what. Nope, that's sharing links. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Nope, don't want to mute microphone. No, it's just saying a post. Nah, not even gonna worry about it. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I don't know. This will probably just be a short one. Just hanging out, chatting for a little bit. I haven't gone live this week. If I, yeah, hadn't gone live this week. Kind of miss chatting with you all, and all that. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I didn't get the banner yet. I just got all the pictures back to Dave Gessner just on Monday. First, I had like 7 images. He said there was some extra room, so I had to do up another one and send him another image real quick. And he got those, got a banner, and it's gonna be like a kind of lengthwise banner like this. I forget the exact dimensions, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. What I like to do is play this from a point of I don't know, lead by example, I guess. People. I've become one of the more high visibility figures in this whole thing, so I'm trying to encourage activism, and I don't want to be out here telling people to do stuff that I'm not doing. So I'm like, yeah, guys, we need to get out and go chat with people and get active, take to the streets and all that. Um, it's just a matter of if I'm gonna say let's do this, it's gonna be let's do it. I'm not gonna be saying you go do this and I'm just gonna chill back here. So I'm trying to do what I can to encourage activism because that's what I was thinking after the conference. Like, people are like, what's the point of a flat Earth conference? Um, is it like church gathering? Not so much. Yeah, there are a lot of biblical flat earthers at the conference, and I mean there was even a segment where there was a panel discussion for the biblical flat earthers, and or more biblical oriented. I kind of stay on the science side. I believe in the Bible also, but at the same time, a lot of people that you will meet just out on the street or whatever, they won't take scripture as proof that the earth is flat. So I try to stay on the scientific side, talking about things that can like be proven, tested and all that. So uh people are like, so what's the next move after a conference? I'm like, well, activism, I guess, because that's how we're gonna get this thing rolling. Because we all deal with the aspect of censorship. I mean, I get people every week, every other day, telling me that they've been unsubscribed to the channel, or a video will come out, and I mean, I'm pretty sure they're messing with the likes, they're messing with the subscribers. Uh, they're just messing with the numbers, trying to suppress to some degree, and it's not just me. It's like a lot of people, and that censorship takes a toll, and that's online stuff that we have to deal with. So if we can come to a point to where we can take the message offline, street activism, that's the way to go with that. So that's kind of my idea. So I got that banner on the way. I got a lot of cards and all that from flatearth101.com. Let me show you. Let me show you, since we're just kind of hanging out. We're just kind of hanging out. Is that okay? Let me show you what I got. Flat Earth 101. They hooked me all the way up so I can be out here ripping straight up. Uh, okay, so I got, let me see. As far as these cards go, Flat Earth 101, represent. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about activism for now. So I got this card here. Flat Earth 101 says research Flat Earth. They gave me this many so I could hand these things out. Big old sack of cards, so I can just be handing these things out like all the time. Just getting the word out on the physical side of it. Then got this one here, flatearth101.com. Earth is flat. And I got another big old bag of cards here. So they hooked me up. There's a lot of cards that I can just leave on tables, desks, on people's cars, like you saw me do on the that one live stream where I was getting kicked out of malls that day. And there's these joints here, little handouts. All right, there's that. Earth is flat, Flat Earth 101. Then it's got some proofs on the back. Talks about how to do research and make up your own mind. Curvature formula. Peer review can be bought. Make a decision based on what the majority thinks, but what is the basis of evidence? Anyway, so yeah, flatearth101.com. David and the crew over there, they got me a lot of stuff, so I can do some activism now, and they're hooking me up with a banner, so I'm taking it to the streets. So that's my plan, and I'll be doing more activism here real soon. Probably need to set up some meetups with some folks to go out and do this stuff together. Get just a few people, maybe a lot of people, no telling. We'll see what happens, but so that's the plan. Moving along, the great said, what's your thoughts on the Neil deGrasse Tyson situation? I suppose you're talking about him and these allegations from these ladies. Here's the thing. I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised at all. Not gonna judge his character, but the one situation from Tachaya Ahmet, I had kind of mispronounced her name, I believe, and I may still be mispronouncing her name, but Tachaya Ahmet. The situation in 1984 when he raped her, or allegedly raped her. That was back when they were in undergrad back at UT Austin, is when she said that happened. That doesn't sound too crazy to me. That really doesn't sound too crazy to me. I've seen a couple pictures of Neil deGrasse Tyson from the old days. He's got like a Jerry curl mullet. He's all sweaty. Probably does. I mean, she was saying that he was drinking at the party and checking out her tattoo and all that. And some guy left a comment like, "Oh yeah, look, oh he grabbed her arm and he's looking at her tattoo. That's really sexual." I'm like, "Do you not see the picture?" Okay, so the pictures that were taken, okay, that only takes a couple seconds to take a picture, but you could see how intently he was paying attention to that particular tattoo. And did he actually chase the thing up her dress? Maybe, just maybe. But um, it seems like what happens in these circles is that these folks will get to a point to where their usefulness may run out. There's speculation at this point. They all get into a situation where they do things where they can be blackmailed. Now, whether it's on video or whether it's written or whatever, it's like they'll be roped into some situation where they do something that's illegal, and basically they can hang it over their head, and just in kind of as an insurance policy to keep them in check, so they don't go out and do any dumb stuff or start going against the agenda, whatever that may be. So I think perhaps his time's running out, and his usefulness is starting to wane as far as continuing to perpetuate the globe lie. So they may very well be kind of pushing him out of the door. Yeah, I kind of messed with him. A few hours ago, I actually sent him a kind of sent him a message on Twitter. Not a message. I tweeted. I posted a tweet and tagged him in it, asking him if he would like to give a public statement about these allegations, because it's some pretty serious stuff. What's going on? I mean, three different women are coming forward with these stories. The lady that was, his intern. Well, not intern. She was like kind of working for him, and he invites her over. And I mean, while I was reading the article, I could picture that situation playing out, and that seems something about his personality. That seems like some crap he would do. Let me see. Let me see. All right, thanks, Jay Legacy. Hey, China, Ms. Jones, how's it going? Flattercore music. I'm way behind. I kind of paused the chat. Hey, Carolyn, when's the next meetup in Portland anyway? When's the next meetup in Tacoma? I know. Who knows? Hey, Roddy. Let me slide on down here. Valley, what up? Miguel Mojica, what's going on, man? Let me get back down here. Hey, Melissa. All right, Raiden and Ruben, what's going on? Flatterwagon, Rich Lopez in the house, what's going on, dude? Holla at your boy. All right, Effie Offensive, you already know. Vonda McKenzie, how you doing? Okay, let me see. All right. Let me see. All right, special thanks to Jason Miller. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, man. Let me see. Come to New York. Yeah. Hey, set something up. I'm saying I might do some traveling. I'm trying to do more traveling. I really am. It's always got to be on weekends for the most part, because I have my situations with the with the job. And I always talk about this. I talk about this a lot. Thank you, China Mrs. Jones. Thank you very much. And I talk about this. It's like the trolls. They've been trying to get comfortable, trying to get cheeky, as they say in the UK, being cheeky about the whole situation about the van. Now, this is the thing that kind of makes me laugh about when the trolls try to clown the whole van dwelling situation. That just lends credibility back to the idea that these folks are lacking in critical thinking to a certain extent, because as much as I talk about, hey, yeah, I work a full-time job, hey, I'm doing a lunchtime live stream, I got to get back to the office. The concept is, I've been living out of this van for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Haven't paid rent in almost 2 years. For these knucklehead globe believers not to be able to put 1 and 1 together, this isn't even 2 plus 2. 1 plus 1 is, okay, dude lives in a van, does not does not pay rent, works a full-time job. What are you laughing at? Wait, you can't figure that one out? Okay. Anyway, I've been able to put aside a decent amount. You know, having not having to pay rent. I mean, I'm just trying to make the best of my personal situation. So they can keep trying to clown on that if they want, but I got no problem with it. You know, I'm good. I'm chilling. Current situation. I'm cool with the lady that runs this storage unit. So what I get to do is I'll take a extension cord, plug it to the inside, and then just run power back in here. So I got my LED lamp going, I got a space heater going, and I just got to be out of here by 9 o'clock in the evenings during the week, and actually on the weekends too. I got to be out of here at 9 o'clock out of the gate. By the time I leave, I heat up my hot water bottle, and I got that thing, so I'm good. I'm good. I got it's a decent situation. It's not bad. I'm making the best of it. Um, it's all good. So whatever they're tripping about, I really don't know. Jason Miller, what's going on, man? Rob, what's happening? Rob King, what up? What up? Michael Edmiston, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know who's next. Who are they gonna prop up next in this whole globe defender movement? Exactly. Am I vegan? I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with yes. I've been really good about staying away from the dairy products. I think that's like the last stronghold that I have to pull down in this whole situation of being vegan or making the switch to vegan. I've been off of meat for a while. Um, so what happened? What happened months ago? I was a vegetarian, I suppose, a few months ago, and I got into this kick where I kind of got sucked back in and was consuming fish. So I would go to this one place and I get a fish sandwich every now and then. By every now and then, I mean like pretty much every night. I get into these routines. But I went to this spot, Ivers, and I get a bad fish sandwich, and I ended up with food poisoning for a couple of days. It was all bad. That was the last time I had had meat for a while. I ended up going to a friend's house last week. I might have had some chicken, but for the most part, vegan. And I'm usually at a different spot. I'm like, hey, can I get a veggie soft taco? Can I get the fit hit veggie bowl or whatever? I'm just trying to stay off the meat, off the animal products and all that. So yes, I am vegan, and let me see. Still got a lot of details I need to work out as far as all that goes. Let me see now. Oh, he said you need to interview Neil deGrasse Tyson's wife. Yeah, that's what we need to talk to. I'm wondering what's going to happen with that situation. Actually, I really am. I do want to know what's going to happen with that because for them to just come out the woodwork all of a sudden. And by the way, that situation where he was talking about how that Red Bull jump when he was like that stuff is flat. Um, that was from 2014. But somebody on Twitter told me that SXSW, that event that's held in Austin, Texas, I believe they said it was, and that was a large crowd. So he actually kind of outed himself in front of a really large group. So I thought that was pretty cool. But what he was saying, also I was talking to another guy. This guy on Facebook goes by DC Miller. He's from Flat Earth Soldiers. I was talking to him earlier, and what I wanted to do, he sent me a some links or some information about another interview where Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying basically you can't even see curvature from the ISS. But the idea of him saying that you can't see curvature from the ISS kind of goes against the videos that they put out live feed from the ISS because they're always showing curvature. But I hit on that in a video a couple weeks back, just doing the comparison and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and get that information from him, do another video, and see if I can put that together. Because if I can get Neil deGrasse Tyson saying that they can't, that you're not supposed to be able to see any curvature from the ISS, right next to a video of the ISS live feed showing curvature, that's another one of those heliocentric contradictions. So that might be something in, I don't know, I might do a heliocentric contradictions part 4 or something like that. I think I already did 3 of those, 2 for sure, maybe 3. We'll see. Let me see. Let me move on back down here. Oh yeah. Yeah, let me write that down. Hey, Lil Red, how you doing? Eric Woodward. Let me see. I want to get that right. Eric Woodard. My bad. I put an extra W in there. All right. Let me see. What's up, Conan? I say Conan come kind of country. It might probably Conan, like Conan O'Brien. Ron Hagberg's in the house. Yo, subscribe to Ron Hagberg. If you have a channel or if you don't have a channel, Ron can show you how to do live streams from your Nikon P1000 or P900 if you have it. So Ron Hagberg, check him out. I believe he's got a video where he does a tutorial on that. I've been meaning to watch that. The moon was in a good position to do a live stream a couple nights ago because it was like a clear night. The moon's up there and it's like it's got that flat shadow, shadow. But yeah, check it out. Ron Hagberg. Check him out. What's up, Ron? Much love. Ike Diaz, what's going on? Hot knives and all your third eyes. Right. Don't ever eat Tyson meat. Everything's love. How you doing? All right. Where's Joey at? I hadn't seen Joey Sylvia in here. What's going on? Cyx Warrior, what's going on? Authentic. And the chat is going, and I'm just trying to come on down here. Yeah, it said eating dead animals causes cancer. Yes, I believe so. I'm trying to be more on more of an alkaline type of diet. Not quite there just as yet. Okay, I think I'm to the bottom of the chat now. Cool. All right. I said you have too much information. I might. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just a lot going on. Between having the job and then trying to get these updates going and other projects. Baghdad hit me with some beats. We're supposed to be trying to get together to do an album. Sometime next year. I need to write some rhymes down. Some other people sent me beats. I need to try to get on these tracks with them. So I wanna do more music, but man, there's a lot going on. Oh, what about the cruise? Oh, I don't know, Raiden. Come on now, cruise. I don't know. I don't know about a flat Earth cruise. That sounds kind of like a bit much. But then again, all right. So let me try to do both sides of it. A flat Earth cruise, that would seem a little excessive. There would be opportunity to mingle. Not sure exactly how it will go as far as spreading any information or any new information. Surely there will be people who would object. More than likely because of the cost. People always say truth should be free. I'm like, so we should only pay for lies. Gotcha. But on the positive side, I've honestly been thinking a lot about taking a cruise. Not that I have the vacation time to do so, but a man can dream. I've been thinking about going on a cruise and some of the stuff that I'd like to do on a cruise. At least 2 things. 2 things I'd like to do on a cruise, maybe 3. I'd like to do a time lapse of the sunset, if possible. I'd like to do a time lapse of the sunset out in the middle of the ocean because I mean, picture that. Like my man Carlos Pagero. Carlos, special thanks to him, by the way. He sent me the design for this banner, and I was able to just upload this to a site and get it sized and all that. So Carlos was the one who put this banner together for me. So thanks to him. If you like the banner, that's it right there. You know my man Carlos. So holla at him. Subscribe to Carlos Paguero's channel if you haven't already. Um, he actually got a time lapse. He was on a cruise last week, and he got a time lapse of the sunset over the ocean. And I mean, all you could see is the flat horizon because I mean we're talking about large. You're out on the ocean, okay? I'd like to do a 360. Just get up as high as I can on the cruise ship. Up on the balcony. If I can stand on top of the highest point and just look down, and I would love to have my camera, put that thing on a tripod, and just do a complete 360, and all you're gonna see is flat ocean. 360 degrees. I'd love to do that. That'd be something I'd like to do on a cruise. The other thing that I would love to do if I were able to take a cruise and just get out there and do my own thing. Um, that whole situation where you got um, the sun is going down on one side of the horizon, and then the moon's coming up on the other side, or it's dark, it's nighttime over on this side. You can see the moon above, out over the horizon, and then pan the camera back around. You can see the sun coming up. I would love to get a video like that. If I could get on a cruise, I would love that. Because that one video that was going around a while ago, I believe that's got. I'm saying they they got a copyright on that one, so you can't really use that video anymore. It was just a guy on a cruise, goes out to the balcony, takes his camera, pans out to the side. You can see the moon on the horizon. It's nighttime over on this side, and then you pan the camera around, and you can see the sun coming up, and it's like it's kind of perpetual sunrise coming. It's like you're between night and day at the same time. It's I'm saying just experiencing that would be crazy. I went on a cruise years ago, but had I known that was a possibility of seeing that, I would have been up like out on the balcony in the middle of the night just waiting to, just trying to see that aspect of it. So I think that would be cool. If I could get on a cruise, I'll check that out. He said, let's do it. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that, Kim. Let me see. Aaron Stevens, Joseph G, what's happening? Yeah, let me see, let me see. Da, 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 da. Yeah, a cruise would be cool. I think a cruise would be good for me. Hey, Karen B, nice to see you in the chat. Star Trails from the Deep Southern Pacific. Yeah, that would be cool. And I'm sorry, folks, I'm not gonna be able to go to south of the equator to get a 24-hour time lapse to see if the sun is doing a 24-hour circuit. I just can't can't make it happen this time. Um, if that's supposed to be going on, I mean, there's got to be an easier way. Here's the thing: the situation in Alaska that brought out a lot of trolls, that brought out a lot of skeptics, saying that if you're gonna do that, you would, you kind of came out the longest day of the year, so of course you're gonna see the 24-hour sunset. That was easy. Everybody expected that to happen because that just proves the globe. Whatever. Look, but there's dozens of time lapses close to the North Pole of watching the sun do a clockwise circuit. Okay, in like Russia and parts of Canada and Alaska, Scandinavia, Greenland, Iceland, those areas they get the 24-hour sunlight in the summertime. But I don't see a whole lot of videos of 24-hour sunlight in the South. I'd like to go there to check it out for myself and then, bring the information back to you all, but I'm not going to be able to do that this year. It's not looking good because I mean, about to end up like in the hole as far as vacation time again. You know, just during Christmas, going to see family and all that. So not gonna be able to do it this time. If there's anybody that lives like in like the southern tip of South America, maybe in like southern Australia or something, let me know. I mean, how long are your days there? Do you have 24-hour sunlight? What is it? Because I mean, I would like to think again. I would like to think that if that was a real thing, the 24-hour sunlight in the southern areas of Earth, that there would be a lot more videos showing us that, and I haven't seen it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Thank you, Megan Sousa. Says, hey D, we live in Shelton on 10 acres. If you're ever heading out our way, we would love to hang out with another flat earther. Our friends think we are nuts. Yeah, a lot of us a lot of us get that issue there, Megan. I appreciate it. Yeah. Um yeah, contact me on the site, dmarble.info. Shoot me an email. We can chat back and forth. Might be able to hang out sometime. You know, one of these weekends. No telling. Let me know. But yeah, shoot me an email. We might be able to do that. Right, Stuart C, what's up? My man Rich Lopez, I see you. Said, bro, don't go. That means people on one boat who's educated. Yeah, you know what, Michael? You might be right. And I think about that sometimes. And people warned about that on the conference. So what happened, folks? Okay, just so we're all on the same page. Michael Edmiston says, bro, don't go. Three exclamation points. That many people on one boat who's educated like that group would be would be definitely, we get sunk. It'd be like the Titanic out here. They would knock off a whole bunch of flat earthers at once, or that's the potential to knock off a whole bunch of flat earthers at once. So yeah, I get it. I feel you. Geez. Hmm. So yeah, I wouldn't want to have to deal with that, and I thought about that also. So I feel you. I get it. They could sink the ship, man. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Jay, open your third eye. Yes, you can ask a question. Please ask a question if you feel the need to. I'll see. Uh, Let me see. Head north. Head to north. Explore what's keeping the ice. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Some people showed up. So I'm at the storage unit right now. Some folks just pulled up. All I saw was lights coming out the front because I still got the curtain open. They can see me. Hold on. Let me shut the curtain. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's van life for you. Okay, so we got our privacy back now. Says you're in Texas. Okay. Doing Alaska next year. Yeah, I'd like to do Alaska again too, Jerry. I'd like to go to Alaska and check that out again. What I want to do with Alaska next year is have like maybe multiple teams go out to different areas in Alaska, and get time lapses from different areas, and we can, I don't know, maybe hang out before for a little bit, maybe hang out after. It's like the idea will be something like last year. We have teams of like 2 to 4 people go to this area. Like, okay, you're in Fairbanks at this area. Okay, you folks are in Tok in some area. You all go further north, see what you can see. But I think that would be cool to have like multiple teams going out there and doing the 24-hour time lapses. In a perfect world, if I could organize some stuff like that, yeah, that'd definitely be something that I'd be willing to do. I plan on going back to Alaska again, and what I'd like to kind of focus on this time is not only following the sun, but just capturing images of the sun and putting out data as far as where the sun's at. Because I like to point out there was the furthest point where the sun was like really low on the horizon. Low on the horizon because the sun goes away, and the further away it goes, the further down it seems to shrink. We all know about the vanishing point and all that. So the furthest point away that the sun was from where I was at, it was about 1:30 in the morning, and the sun was really low on the horizon. And I got the video back. I zoom in on it, and the sun, I like never lost sight of the sun while we were in Alaska. And I say this all the time, but the concept of it is when you're in Alaska during summer solstice, or that part of the year where the sun does not set, basically, you can see the sun at the same time as everyone else that can see the sun on Earth. That thought was crazy to me. And there's a video that I need to put together still from this summer where I did a live Facebook. I went live on Facebook, and I called Matt from the UK. It was around like 1 in the afternoon, just like on the one, the sun is the smoking gun. And I called Matt, and he was in the UK. It was like, eight in the evening, 9 in the evening, something like that. And he could see the sun. The sun was like above my head when I was in Alaska. And then I got a call from this guy Sam, Sammy Awahari, I believe, in Alaska. And it was like 7 in the morning. And no, he was in Australia. My bad. He was in Australia, and basically he could see the sun too. Now the sun's above my head. I'm in Alaska. Alaska. Where's man? Look, I don't think that works on the globe. I'm like, do I need to go find my flat Earth? Go find my flat Earth model back here. I don't want to disrupt the thing. I'm always trying to give you my visual aids and all that, but you know, we could see the sun at the same time. I'm in Alaska, he's in Australia, Matt's in England, and we could all see the sun at the same time. That's one of the craziest things that I've experienced, and that's something that I still need to put together. That's another video that I haven't even done. I got quite a few videos that I've actually started on, and I'm like, nah, I'll like lose the passion for it and move on to something else, or I don't know, just lose the creative flow. It's always something else I'm trying to work on. Always. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna be asking. I'm not gonna be doing any crowdfunding. I'm not gonna be doing that. No 24-hour sun in Australia. I knew it. I knew it. Let me see. Yes, sir. Crystal Child of Yahuwah. Hey, how's it going? All right, said the phone is acting crazy now. Good lord. It was lovely. Hey Max, what's going on? Stopping traffic in my Rasta hat. What up? Reynolds Ortiz, what's going on? Mark Harris. Let me see. Okay, said right now I'm drinking my non-GMO soy milk to obtain my B12. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let me see. You're entitled to your opinion. All right, what's going on? Okay, Jerry B said I'm in. Are you talking about the trip to Alaska? Is that what's going on? Right. Chris, I hear you, man. Said don't drop too many spots. They might spray more efficiently. Yeah, I know, right? Because they tried to spray us down in Fairbanks. They did. They did. Most of that 24-hour time lapse in Fairbanks that we got. Yeah, it was pretty bad with the spraying that day. And then when we went 3 hours south to Tok, Alaska, they started trying to spray, but they did it way too late. We had already, gotten through most of the time lapse. Ron said, I want the 24-hour moon. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Oh, man. 24-hour moon, that would be so sick. Is that even a thing? Have we even seen that yet? Have we even seen that? If we can get teams out there, if we can get multiple teams out there, Ron, that would be something to do. It could be people getting 24-hour sun, and then there could be another team tracking the moon. Oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd be so crazy. Well, we could do like a documentary. That'd be dope. Oh man, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me see. Yeah, I did hear about that earthquake today. 7.0. That was in what was that? Anchorage. Got it the worst. I saw the roads. There was one road. Hold on. My apologies. There was the one road in Anchorage that was just messed all the way up, and then there was aftershocks, and I'm saying I saw pictures of the stores being messed up. It's like I come across so much information. It's yeah, the whole situation in Anchorage, that's all messed up, and then somebody sent me a text or a link, something about possible tsunami warning for that area, and I hope that wasn't an issue as far as a tsunami coming up, because if a tsunami, man, okay, never mind. Y'all already know how this goes. These, I'm not sure if it's a false flag or if it's HARP, whatever it may be. It's just, we need to keep an eye out on these things and report, and just, raise the consciousness of the population, because a lot of the world just has no idea about this stuff that goes on behind the scenes with the vaccines. I put up the video about that, the case where they submitted the FOIA request for information, documentation showing that there had been some kind of safety testing, and ultimately they came back like, we got nothing. So it's not safe. It's not safe, to have those vaccines. And then there was the video like a couple days later, the New York senator who got a flu shot, and he was pro-vax. Apparently, that guy, he was a pro-vaxer, and yeah, he got that flu shot, probably trying to show everybody that they're safe, and then he ends up dying 2 weeks later. Man, that's tragic, but just trying to about convince people to believe in lies. He kind of put himself out there, and it's like anti-vaxxers wouldn't exist if there was no reason for them to exist. Like, if there weren't so many cases where children would end up going blind shortly after they go through this, um, this their vaccinations. If people didn't end up dropping dead weeks after, getting a flu shot and all of that. If these things didn't happen, anti-vaxxers wouldn't even exist. All right, and I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back. Okay, got cut off for a minute. So it's like anti-vaxxers wouldn't exist if there wasn't evidence showing that vaccines are not healthy. They're not safe, and there hasn't been any testing to say that they're safe. Just like flat earthers wouldn't exist if there were actually hard proof that we lived on a globe, we wouldn't be around. But society has such a hard time accepting those of us who are on the outside looking in, and pointing out the discrepancies in what we're told and the actions of the results of what happens, as opposed to what we're told about these things. Like, okay, vaccines are healthy. Well, people are getting vaccines and ended up, like, I don't know, with loss of cognitive functions, different health issues. Children are, the autism rates skyrocket. People become paralyzed, incapacitated in certain ways, dropping dead. Um, so it's like it's necessary for us to be out there, just talking about whatever we're talking about. So it's not always got it doesn't always have to be about flat Earth, and I say that all the time. All right, let me see. Said the moon shines its own light. Mars mission. It's fake like the moon missions. I know. There was also another article that I saw. It was about Russia. Russia's supposed to be setting up a permanent base on the moon, because apparently NASA recently came out and said that they're going back to the moon. Like, they suddenly found the technology once again to go to the moon, as if technology today isn't so many times better than it was back in 1969. The technology, Okay, anyway, but yeah, so let's see what happens with that. I'll have some links and all that. Um, Ron Shackleton is talking about directed energy weapons used in California fires. Yeah, yeah, it certainly looks that way. Most definitely, most definitely, because the pictures I've seen from those fires, it's like there will be there's a road on the side of the road. There's the sidewalk, and then there's trees. There's houses on each side, and then you'll see the streets fine, the trees are fine, and this house is destroyed. This house is destroyed. As if fire, excuse me, as if fire is just gonna hop all the way across the street after it destroys one house, destroys the cars in the road, and then destroys the houses over here. It's like obviously it was directed energy weapons. Um, it's like we're living in some kind of crazy movie right now, man. It's like, I mean, think about that. The idea that the government is flying around either drones or, manned aircraft with lasers firing and destroying houses and cars, just to clear out these different areas. And the areas that were affected by the campfire all seem to match up with this plan for this high speed railway system that's being built in the near future. So a lot of stuff. There's a lot. There's a whole lot going on, folks. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let me see. Mr. Unite for the Children. Yeah, a New York senator did die from the flu shot. Yeah, I put up a video about that a few days ago. I'm saying my little news videos are only like, I don't know, typically less than 10 minutes, something like that. Or I try to keep them under 10 minutes. Let me see. Where we at? Where we at? Mars Insight is just a litmus test, like the Tesla car in space, just to see the reaction of the sheeple. And then they will believe there are humans on Mars. Yeah, if there are rovers. Yeah, true. True story, Jay. Um, yeah, I get that impression sometimes too. Like they're, I feel like they're just messing with us. And honestly, that's what gets on my nerves the most is when these things come out, and it's like they're insulting our intelligence as a collective. I can't stand for somebody to insult my intelligence. Like, don't sit here and show me some cartoons and tell me that this is real. Don't sit here and tell me some nonsense. Oh yeah, yeah, we sent this probe out from the Earth and it got to Mars. And it took 7 months. And let me see. While the Earth was spinning 1,000 miles per hour, it was also moving at 67,000 miles per hour. This probe left the Earth's surface, Earth's atmosphere, and all that, flew through space, some way or another, made it to Mars, which is 136 million miles away. It took 7 months to do so, 210 days. Basically, it was going 27,000 miles per hour through space in order to get there by that time. And then, some way or another, this probe, being remote controlled from Earth, some way or another, or flying itself, like what, was able to slow itself down to where it could just gently land on Mars and then start taking selfies, start taking pictures on the Mars surface, and beam them back with this 100 million plus mile Wi-Fi back to Earth while everything's moving through space. Like, none of it makes any sense. If you think about all the um, orbital mechanics and all that, it's not. It's got to be a litmus test. It's got to be a test to see if people are even paying attention, if people are even able to think critically. And I had posted on Instagram and Facebook today, and I had said in the picture I had said, look, you're either an independent thinker or you're a globe believer. You can't have it both ways. Either you can think independently, you can think critically, or you believe you live on a globe. Because if you believe you live on a globe, you don't get to say that you're thinking critically. You don't get to say that you're thinking independently, because if you go by your own experience, and your own experience is the way that you are going to navigate through this life using your five senses, channeling vegan warrior here. If you're going to use your five senses to navigate this world, then you can be an independent thinker. You can be a critical thinker. And if you rely on your five senses to tell you where you are, there's absolutely no way that somebody's going to be able to convince you that the earth is moving, because you can't feel it. You've only experienced the earth as flat and stationary. You haven't seen any curvature. So where is it? You're not, nobody's going to be able to tell you that you're living on a spinning ball if you're actually in tune with your five senses. So either you're going to be an independent thinker, or you're going to be a globe believer. You can't have it both ways. And then I put a caption on there, and basically I said, the reason why, let me see, what I say on that thing? It was basically, don't get mad at us because we don't debate with you for hours on end. If you claim to be a critical thinker and you believe that we live on a globe, subsequently, because you believe we live on a globe, you also believe in curvature that can't be measured. You believe in motion that can't be felt. You believe in explosions being triggered by nothing. You believe in doctored images passed off as real life. And you also believe in monkeys turning into people. These are things that you believe in subsequently if you believe in the globe, because the basis of the heliocentric model comes from the Big Bang. And the Big Bang is an explosion out of nothing, creating everything. Back when all of the universe, when all of reality, when everything was condensed to the size of a pea, the size of a marble, and everything just spread out from this explosion at some point that was triggered by absolutely nothing to create all the perfect harmony that we see today. They told you that everything came from something this big. They're telling you that the sun is 400 times larger than the earth, and some way or another that came from something that was this big. That the earth, as vast as it is, came from something that big. That all these huge planets, the gas giants, and Mars, and Venus, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, all of that, all these planets came from something this small. And they believe this nonsense. So if you believe in that stuff, don't call yourself a critical thinker. That's nuts. This microphone cannot come from something the size of a freaking marble. What, the atoms are so spread out in this microphone that at one point it was in a form that was smaller than this. And people were walking around teaching and believing this crap. So I concluded that Facebook post by saying, don't be surprised when we don't spend hours on end debating with you, because we see past the nonsense. You're still within the nonsense, so you can't see outside of it. We see the nonsense that you're buying into. So, at some point we just choose to say, okay, fine, believe what you want, whatever you want. I'm gonna go over here. You keep doing what you do, because it makes absolutely no sense. Goodness. Just go on to the bottom. I mean, does that make sense? Does that make sense, folks? I mean, that whole idea, because that is some absolute nonsense. Nonsense. What? They're teaching this. They're teaching this as reality. This came from something smaller than this. The whole Earth came from something smaller than this. The car you drive, my van, came from something smaller than this. All the components to build the van came from something smaller than this. What? Everything came from something like this small? Because all the atoms were packed together really tight. What? Come on. Come on. And they insult us as if we're the crazy ones. We're the crazy ones. We're the nutcases. We're the ones not paying attention out here. We're the ones that need to not procreate. Come on, man. I mean, just the sheer amount of nonsense that you have to believe that the Earth is a globe, whirling on this imaginary axis, orbiting around this giant fireball out in space. A fireball that continues burning in the vacuum of space where there's no oxygen. Doesn't fire kind of need oxygen to continue Never mind. This is simple stuff. Gravity. It's our imaginary magic friend. Oh man. So yeah, what else? What's going on? Said Joe Rogan's a shill. You know what, D Russ? And that's one of those things of actually, there were people saying that Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo were confirmed to show up to the conference. I was looking for them. I didn't see them. They never showed up, as far as I know. They did not show up. If they showed up dressed as somebody else. Let me see. The situation with Logan Paul. Maybe chat about that for a little bit. I gave my opinion. I gave my opinion on that. Logan Paul. I'm kind of one of these compassionate individuals. I believe in kind of giving people a second chance. The guy seemed like he may have very well been sincere, and I did the update on that on a couple videos, or on that one video. And then I had added something on the end when I was about to get it uploaded. Just wanted to show you the banner for a minute. Check it out. It says Flat Earth with D Marble. Carlos put an astronaut here. His cord's broken. All right, I'm back. So, said, oh, there's ketchup. What? Where? You can see my ketchup? What you talking about? Get out of here. But let me see. The thing is, it's like people can change. The thing is that people can change. He put the whole that video out. Now it was messed up. Do not get me wrong. That was terrible. The whole idea about him going to that suicide forest in Japan and filmed a dead body, and they went back and had the video and all that uploaded on their computer. They had to edit it, and they put the sad music in there, and they did the cuts and all. He had time at some point to say, maybe this isn't such a good idea. His friends at some point had the time to say, maybe this isn't such a good idea to talk about, to post this video, but they went ahead and did it anyway. I believe that was a huge mistake. I believe that was a serious lapse of his better judgment. But at the same time, I do believe that people can change, and you don't know what's in a person's heart, honestly. So we can all bear witness to the fact that Flat Earth changes one's perspective about a lot of things. And maybe he came across it between now and when he made that video. and perhaps his heart was changed. So I'm just kind of like, you know, let's give the guy a chance. You know, let's hold out until his documentary comes out. He said he was working on a flat Earth documentary, and people were like, he's just doing it for the views. He's doing it, just to build his his ego or his channel and all that. He's a YouTuber. That's kind of what he does. Is he taking advantage of flat Earth? We'll see. We will see. But with his little quick talk at the conference, he kind of hesitated while he was saying, and my name is Logan Paul, and I guess I'm coming out of the flat Earth closet, and the way that he said that, people were like, well, he didn't sound that confident when he said that. Listen, dude was probably taking into consideration that he is going to be attacked viciously by a lot of people. A lot of people. If you put out a flat Earth video, you are going to be attacked by a few people. If you go out and do an experiment of some sort and you put flat Earth on it and say this experiment, you may very well be attacked by a bunch of people that you don't know. If you are just starting your channel, or if you just have a few hundred people, or if you have a couple of thousand people, this dude has 18 million subscribers. He's like a world famous YouTuber, and a lot of people pay attention to what he's saying. And he was like, I gotta make sure that I know what I'm talking about before I come out and say this. So he outed himself as a flat earther in front of 18 million people, knowing that he was about to get attacked. Maybe not knowing to the degree he was about to get it, because I've looked around YouTube. That dude is getting the business from a lot of people for coming out with flat earth on his platform. So I feel like he might have very well been trying to be just cautious about it. But he already knew what he was in for to a degree as far as coming out with flat earth. So he might have very well been sincere. But like I said in the video, the way he's getting attacked now, he was disowned by the Flat Earth Society. We all know that the Flat Earth Society's BS, but for them to come out and put out a couple of tweets or whatever and say, yeah, we're distancing ourselves, we don't have any affiliation to Logan Paul whatsoever and whatnot. Look, we know that the Flat Earth Society is not legit. Take this into consideration. Logan Paul did not go to the Flat Earth Society. He did not join the Flat Earth Society. What happened was, he came to the Flat Earth Conference where there were actual Flat Earthers. Why do I say there were actual Flat Earthers there? Because I was there. And if you can't tell that I'm real about this, I don't really know. I don't really know what to tell you. I really don't. I really don't. Karen B was there. Karen B's a real Flat Earther. Okay? I'm saying, dude, he didn't go to the PSYOP. He didn't go to the government-controlled industry that was created to kind of herd people in who were looking at in the flat Earth, trying to teach stuff like we're on this disc floating through space, but we're hurling upward, and that's what creates gravity. The PSYOP, the shield group, the Flat Earth Society, they distanced themselves from him, and he came to the real Flat Earthers. So we have to take that into consideration also. And that's all I got to say about that. On some Forrest Gump. Let me see. I don't know. It seemed like he was trying to keep it real. We'll see what's going on. Let me see. Yeah, his roommate is a flat earther. That's right, Tacoma Hooligan. Yeah, his guy Mike. He was the one who put him on. And I mean, they bought tickets just like everybody else, and they bought the VIP tickets, and they got their own room like everybody else. So, they seem legit. Yo, my man Dan Pratt's in the house. What's going on, man? I wasn't there, but I'm only a flat earther Monday, Wednesday, and Sundays from 2 to 10 p.m. Dang it, Dan. He's got hours for weeks. Okay. Dan's killing me, man. Yeah. Look, so it's like a traffic light right outside here, and somebody, I'm saying, dude's got a motorcycle, and they're all, he killing me, man. He said, I'm only a flat earther Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 2 and 10 p.m. Jesus, good lord, man. But all right. So yeah, Mike says I've been starting conversations with the Earth is fixed and stationary instead of Earth is flat right off the bat, and that's allowed me to speak to people longer. What are your thoughts? Yeah, that sounds like a good approach, Michael. Actually, because it's like it's less jarring. It gets people to kind of sit down and think about it for a little bit. It's not as in your face. It's a little more subtle, and yeah, that's a good approach. Hey, do whatever's comfortable for you. Um, I don't get to be so subtle. I was actually confronted by a guy this morning. Actually, you know what? Cool thing happened. After I finished up at the gym this morning, I'm on the road. I'm about to, make a turn to go get some gas because the van was on E. Luckily, gas prices are going down for some reason or another. But the I'm stopped at a light. This guy pulls up next to me, and I guess he knew me or he recognized the van. It's like about 5:45 in the morning, something like that. He pulls up next to me. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" I was like, "Yo, hey, what's going on, man? I see you." So that's like early in the morning when I'm about to get gas. I had some music on. I was just singing, feeling good, in a good mood. Okay, so on some other stuff. Check this out. Did you ever notice that when you're in a good mood, other things start to happen that kind of perpetuate that good mood? That was one of those things. I was kind of in this zone this morning. I woke up, turned on some music to get pumped up so I could go to the gym. The alarm went off at 3:50. I'm at the gym by 4:15. Get changed, get dressed, and all that. I'm hitting it at about 4:30. And I had my music going. I was feeling good this morning. Come out of the gym, got a good shower, got a good pump up, and I'm on the road, and then I'm singing, singing in the van. I might sing to you at some point, but maybe not tonight. Oh, this dude is still out here with this motorcycle. So anyway, I'm saying, old dude pulls up next to me. I mean, that feels good to bump into another flat earther like in traffic, but I'm in the billboard, so these types of things happen. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that was something that kind of kept me in a good mood. I just been in a good mood all day, and it just kind of one thing leads to another. So just try to stay in a positive flow, and that happens on the opposite side too. Like when you're not feeling all that good, you're kind of in a bad mood. Things just kind of keep happening to kind of keep you in that. That's just something I've noticed. Some other stuff, part of the human experience. But Michael, like you said, that particular approach, it's a good one. I know I'm all over the place. Freestyle Friday, I guess. Just messing around. But yeah, Chad Odom, what's up? I see you. Tammy Tony, hey, how you doing? Joe Mama, what up? How's everybody tonight? I'm good. How are you? Daniel Miranda, what's going on? Chocolate saying, what's good? What's good? Intellectual catch up, what's happening? Let me go on to the bottom of the chat. Say, let's all do the wave. Everybody copy and paste it. Y'all all start doing waves, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to Oh, FEF. What's up, Mac? I have a hard time with that, man. Flat Earth Fokker. I always got a Fokker. Well, I mean, come on, man. I'm trying to keep it PG in here. Be like, Flat Earth what? Anyway, yeah, man. Thanks for coming through. So May 11th. That's going to be a Mass Activism Day. Tune in to Flat Earth Fokker, Zoom Truth, Authentic Intent. Those folks, they'll be talking about, that May 11th mass activism event. Get your cards, get your banners ready. Get ready to hit the streets. It's all going down in May. We're trying to have like activism across the plane, like all over the place. So yeah, that's what it is. Said fuck it. Cut that out. Yeah, man. Oh, Ron, that's your birthday? All right, so May 11th, that's also Ron Hagberg's birthday. So that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. All right. What else? Any other questions, folks? Any other questions? All right, so that's Ron's birthday. That's what's up. Let me see. What's going on May 11th? What exactly is going on? You're gonna have to get with Flat Earth Fokker, Zoom Truth, Maryland Spirit Level on that one. Authentic Intent. They will let you know what's going on May 11th. Really, Amanda? That's your birthday too? I'm not going to ask everybody for their birthday. Yes, filming. Hopefully, media will be there. Yeah, that'd be cool. Why are you so great? I don't know, Melissa. I'm just a regular guy. Let me see. The question was, I saw a question. It was, can you sail around the world? Please hold. I'll go ahead and grab my model. Just a second. I gotta slide under the banner. Give me a minute. Okay. Please hold. Be right back. All right. So the question was, can you sail around the world? Answer is yes. Yes, you can sail around the world. Now, how do you sail around the world on a flat Earth? Quite simple, actually. Now, you look at this like, can you sail around the world on the flat Earth? This is the North Pole here in the center. Let's say this is your boat. All you gotta do, let's put it on that side since it's a little easier. So you just hop on your boat, boom, you sail out here, you're out, South America, sail around South America, come out to the other side, you can get on your boat, sail around this way, sail around that way, you're in Africa, boom, 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 sail to the southern tip, South Africa, sail back over here, you're in India, boom, Australia, go on back around, you're over here in Europe or whatever, and okay, you're in the US, and then you just sail back around to the same place. So it's like, since the surface of water is always flat, yeah, you can sail around the world. I mean, that's pretty simple. That's how navigation on a flat Earth goes as far as a boat. So I mean, that's really simple. And the same thing happens with an airplane. Just the same. It's like when you. I'm saying, let's act like this is an airplane. I'm just pulling all kinds of stuff out here. Okay, so you're out here. Boom. Let me see. For example, my trip to South Korea. All right, I'm over here in San Francisco, and we take off in San Francisco, fly up, boom. We just end up right there in South Korea. And the thing is, it's like the sun must have been going around that way at the time we did that, because the whole time on that flight to South Korea, it's like the sun was outside my window on the left side the entire time. Like the whole 12-hour flight, the sun was out of my window. It's like it was flying parallel through the sky right next to the plane. That was crazy. I've seen a lot of cool stuff this year. It's been a really blessed year for me, and had a lot of pretty cool experiences. So that's circumnavigation on the flat Earth. You know what I saw? I saw earlier this week, everybody? I saw an example of the system of locks that I wanted to show you. If I could have done a quick video on that, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So, locks, right? When a boat goes from one ocean to another, and here, what happens is, let me see. Let's say this is, I don't know. Let me see. And goes here. Water goes there. Fills up there. Fills up there. The lock flows back down here and back to the ocean. All right. So, all right. Now this is, yeah. Let me try. Here. I'm doing my visual aids and all that. I'm trying to explain this to you while I'm trying to remember this for myself. I thought this was a pretty cool system. When boats travel from one place to another, there come times where they have to go through these locks. So what happens is it's like this blue area. This is like the water. Okay, so a boat will go into this area. It'll be sailing here, and the water will flow from this area, raise the boat up to where the water level is equal, and then it'll come into this lock. And then what happens is like this lock will lock the water inside here. The water will flow in here to where it levels off. The boat continues flowing until it's straight here. This lock will come down. The boat will flow into this area, continue on forward. This will open up, level out the water there, and then it'll like continue that process. But the short video that showed that it just demonstrate how the it demonstrated how that whole system just demonstrated how the surface of the water is just flat from like one edge to the other. And yeah, I saw that how that worked. It was like from the Indian Ocean, and then it went through a couple of little lakes, seas, and all that, and then it would come out to like the Pacific Ocean on the other side, and it was showing how the water would level itself out and all that. I thought that was a pretty cool little video. I see a lot of real neat stuff that just backs up this whole flat Earth thing, man. I mean, this is like the easiest thing to explain to folks. And I ended up talking to a guy this morning. He was like, "All right, 30 seconds, real quick. Explain to me why you believe the Earth is flat." I'm like, "It's on the side of my van. Why do I have to explain this?" "Well, I want you to explain it." "Well, people in hell want ice water." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "What you mean you want me to explain it? Just read and think." Um, this is simple stuff, real simple stuff as far as that goes. Um, but yeah, right. I agree, Ron. Flat Earth is the easiest thing. Oh, Chuck, you're asking what are my thoughts on 9/11? Oh, come on, man. Of course, it was an inside job. How exactly do two planes take down like five different buildings? I heard there were like, look, I heard there was Tower One, Tower Two, there was Tower Seven, which the BBC reported having fallen 20 minutes before it actually fell, and I heard about like Tower Five too. I think that was Dave Weiss telling me about that. There was like another building or maybe more that fell as a result of two airplanes. No, I'm calling BS on 9/11, and I was military at the time that happened too. I had just got to my duty station a few months earlier. Um, that Where was I at on 9/11? That morning, I was in court. I had to go to court that day because on that particular day, I was I was dealing with a woman that was passionate. Mainstream society would say crazy, but she was passionate, and yeah, we were in the process of getting restraining orders on each other. So that's what I was doing on 9/11. I remember it distinctly. I was coming back from Tacoma Courthouse, and yeah, I was just trying to get a restraining order. It's like she had kind of got one on me, and I went in to go get one on her at the same time because we had this situation where um, she had like slashed all my tires. Anyway, we'll save that for another stream. Maybe on my backup channel on D Marvel Live. I'll probably tell that story over there in a little more detail. Um, but it's all good. Who, me? I'm your hero? Cut that out. Get out of here. I was in the army. I was in the army for 8 years. Say what branch of service? I was in the army. I did 8 years. I went to AIT at Fort Lee, Virginia. Did basic training at Fort Leonard Wood in 2000. I was at Fort Lee winter quarter or winter cycle of 2000. I was in Mike Company Wolfpack. Um, still know a few people that was in my AIT unit back then. They're still pretty cool. Um, my girl JP, my man Monroe, Dante, um, Jose. I'm saying. Just a few people that I was in the army with. Still chat with those folks from time to time. Every now and then. Every now and then. Not as much as I'd like to. Um, but yeah. So yeah, I was in the army. Thanks for your service. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Um, I was sergeant promotable. I got up to sergeant promotable actually. Um, Heck, if I was, I don't know, feeling extra crazy, if I could get out of here real fast, since I'm at the storage unit, I could run back to my storage unit and grab my old Class A top. And I could show you my stripes and my deployment patch and all that. My little ribbons and all. I could show you all that stuff. Expert marksman. You know, 38 out of 40. But yeah, you know, it was good times. The thing about the military, I had to get out after that deployment. After that deployment, well, during the deployment, let me tell you. So I was deployed to Iraq, and the thing that bugged me about being in the military after that deployment and during that deployment is seeing the people over there and the situations. What happened was there were points where they would fire mortars over the fence indiscriminately, didn't have a target at all. They were just trying to either scare or kill Americans. That seemed to be their objective. So what would happen is like they would do this in the middle of the night, fire the mortars over the fence, and the alarm would go off. So we would get up early in the middle of the night. You gotta get out of your bed. You gotta at least have on your PTs. You gotta put on your flak vest, your helmet. You gotta grab your M16 and run to the nearest bunker. So we're doing that at 2 in the morning. And what happens is you have to wait inside the bunker until after the last impact. So we could be in the bunker for like 28 minutes. So it's like 2 in the morning. Boom. Explosions go off. The alarm goes out. We get up. We got to run to the bunker. We're in there at 2 in the morning. If at 2:28 there's another explosion, we have to wait another half hour in that bunker. So we were in the bunker for like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. And then we're like in there just waiting for the all clear to sound so we could have accountability formation afterwards, so we can go back to bed, so we can wake up again at 6 in the morning and do it all over again. Dude, it sucked. But I was not mad at them after a while because I started to understand that we were the invaders. We were the bad guys in that situation. It was the U.S. that, we went through and saturation bombed the area. And, yeah, they had a right to be mad at us. I'd be mad if the Iraqi army came through Tacoma and they saturation bombed Puyallup, something like that, and then the Iraqi army sets up a military base in downtown Tacoma. I wouldn't. I'd like to think that the Tacoma natives, the ones that lost loved ones as a result of the Iraqi army bombing Tacoma, I like to think that they would be pissed off a little bit, and they would still want to get the army out of there. So them firing mortars at us and not wanting us to be there, that made sense to me. So even in the bunker, while they're trying to get rid of us, I wasn't mad at them. I was not mad at them. I got it. I got it. So after that deployment, I was like, that's enough. That's enough. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't keep doing this again. I can't do this again. I didn't want to do another deployment. I just didn't want to play that game anymore. I get people um, saying, yeah, dude, you did 8 years. You could have just did another 12. I don't know if I could have handled another 12 after all that, cause yeah, that was doing too much, man. That was doing too much. You know, just being used as a tool. And then coming into truth later. Yo, vegan warriors in the house. What's up, homie? Um, just being used as a tool, in this whole thing for these banker wars and all that. It was not my cup of tea after a while. So I was like, nah, man, I gotta get out, gotta do something else. And ultimately, what city was I in? Let me see. I was in Balad. I was in Balad. November 0405. From November '04 to November '05, I was in Balad, Iraq. Except for August, the month of August, I was in Kuwait. Because I was the supply guy, the logistics guy. 92 Yankee, quartermaster, Um, I was I was a supply sergeant at the time, so I had to go to Kuwait and coordinate for my unit's vehicles to be shipped back to the U.S. Vegan said he was in Bosnia. Straight up, that's what's up. I had to go. I had to go from Iraq to Kuwait for a month by myself. By myself now. I'm out here in the desert in Kuwait, and I got to run around to these different areas trying to coordinate this. Now, I had never coordinated for military vehicles to be sent back from the combat zone back to the U.S., but I had to find these vehicles over there. Then I had to, get all the information. I had to coordinate with the transportation and all that, get the manifest and all that stuff, and figure out how to get these vehicles transported from over there back to over here. Logistics. That's what I do. That's what I signed up for. I wasn't out kicking indoors. I wasn't killing people, stuff like that. But that's what I did. Mostly getting rid of equipment, ordering this, issuing that, turning stuff in. Just coordinating movement. Logistics. That's my thing. 92 Yankee, quartermaster, Fort Lee. That's what's up. Home of the quartermasters, baby. I was in Mike Company, Wolfpack. Not gonna throw it up because it looks like some Illuminati stuff now, but that's what it is. Let me see now. Any other questions? One more question before I go, because it's getting late. I need to warm up my water so I can heat up my water bottle. Get out of here. And let me see. Oh, you were in Balad '06, yeah, that's what's up. At LSA Anaconda, right? That was the spot. Um, they had a swimming pool out in the desert. Anyway, craziness. All right. Thanks for your service, Dennis. Yeah, straight up. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the van. I'm at the spot I'm always at. The only the vegan's asking where I'm at, so I'm chatting with vegan. Since we can't communicate, I'm at the same spot I'm always at. I just got my banner hooked up. I'm still in the van. I just got the banner behind me. You know what I'm saying? Here, watch this. Watch this. Yeah, still in the van. Still in the van, messing around. Knocking stuff over. But this is my new setup. So that's what it is, vegan. Still up in here, man. And then I had something else. Yeah, right. I know, right? I had to have the backdrop because I'm always wearing black shirts and it just kind of blends into the background. You say it looks like the club. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Here, check it out, vegan. Check it. There's the banner my dude Carlos hooked up. Pretty cool, right? So yeah, that's what that is. Uh, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of this thing and you know, go ahead and call it a night. Let everybody get on what you're doing. Thanks for hanging out with me for this you know, personal chat. We're just doing just chilling, doing the Q&A since we were having technical issues earlier. I'm not sure what the heck happened with Wi-Fi, but I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me for this thing. Much love to you. Hope you all had a great week. Hope you all had a great weekend. Um, uh, oh, before we go, real quick, let me grab some water. Uh, if everyone if everyone were so inclined, if you could, my name's Daryl. I'm in Tacoma, Washington. I'm 37 years old. If you could put your age and location in the chat, just so we can see where everybody's at, that'd be greatly appreciated. Just so we can all kind of get to know each other, just a little bit. I'm gonna have some water. Where are we at? We got Doug in New Jersey. Conan is in Australia. All right. Dennis in NorCal. Seth Box in North Dakota. Mr. Popzilla's in Idaho. You're not that far away from me. All right, Raymond Walker, what's up? All right, Tony, where you at? Ron's in Florida. John Rollins. All right, Karen B's in North Carolina. Oh, you're in Korea. That's awesome. 57 in Korea. Thanks. Wow, got Korea in the house. All right, South Cali 60. What's up, Redbone? Glen Parent, 2 Vancouver, BC. All right, all right. Okay, Rhode Island. Okay, okay. I hadn't heard anybody in Rhode Island. That's new stuff. Milkman, you're in Atlanta. I was thinking that the Flat Earth Conference was going to be in Atlanta. It's actually going to be in Dallas next year. So I'll put out some fake news. My bad. Reds in Australia. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Thanks everybody. Sure appreciate it. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for playing along, everybody. That's cool. That's cool. Getting to know where everybody's at. That's really nice. All right, so I'm gonna hop off of this thing and continue on with my evening. If anything comes up, I'll go ahead and try to keep cranking out these news updates and as these things come across my radar, just trying to crank out some new information. Oh man, yeah, lots of good folks speaking. I know, man. This is cool. I appreciate it. Oh, you're in London? Oh wow, so it's like really late where you're at. You must be like working a night shift, man. Thanks for tuning in, Frankie. All right, and if you're not, man, get some sleep. All right, so everybody go ahead and get some sleep. I'm gonna get out of here. How do I spell my name? Darryle. So yeah, all right, China. All right, folks. Sure appreciate you. Gonna go ahead and cut this thing short. As always, be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. We'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Much love to you. And have a good night.